What's going on, everybody? This is the Ground Up Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron, and this is
Keisha Rock.
And we are gearing up for a good show today.
Yeah, so we're really excited. We got you guys, Mama C and Samuel from Philly Vegan. Welcome to the show, Mama C and Samuel.
Thank you. How y'all doing?
We doing good. So guys, the listeners, we do have an extra guest today.
Yeah.
KJ is here with us. So you may hear, little coos and ahs, maybe a little crying, but we gonna roll with it.
Yeah.
Right on cue.
I know, right on cue, right?
Yep.
All right. So y'all tell me, how did y'all come up with Philly Vegan?
You want to tell them? So basically, we wanted to build a family business, something we could leave for our children.
Yeah.
And it kind of came from our story always kind of involves something like happening to us that kind of makes us uncomfortable, that pushes us to go to another level to succeed. So our son, the daycare that we was taking him to, he had an unfortunate accident at there where he fell and he bit his tongue. And he cut his tongue really bad. And we had to take him to the emergency room, get stitches. And it started us thinking about we didn't want our children to be in daycare anymore. Really. We wanted to be able to start, saying taking care of them ourselves. So we actually came up with the idea of doing a daycare. Wow. But when we talked to our financial advisor, shout out to JB Bryant, she's a wonderful financial advisor. We talked to her and she was just telling us the ins and outs of daycare. And we decided we didn't want to go that route. We didn't want to do daycare. So Queen and I are vegan. Rata, our other owner, she's pescatarian. But Queen and I have been making like all kinds of vegan food for the longest time. So we were like, I don't know which one of us said it, but one of us said, why don't we just do a vegan food business?
Wow.
And then it all vibed. We just like, yeah, let's just do that. So we went and we was like, okay, we've never owned a restaurant. We only know what we like,
Right, yeah.
We're not professional chefs or nothing like that. We said, well, okay, why do we want to do this? And we figured out that there's a gap of people that, just like us, that want vegan food and want to try the experience, but when they think vegan, they only think salads.
Yeah.
You only think about eating raw vegetables, which is a great aspect of the vegan food, but when you trying to go so far left, when you've been over here, or so far right, one or the other, it's just hard to really adapt. So we realized that there's a gap between people that are trying to be vegan or want to explore vegan food and being able to taste food or have food that reminds you of what you used to have. Because when you go so far to one side, it gives your body a shock. And lots of times people are like, I've tried it for a week and then I give up because your body's so used to, for how many years you've been on this planet, eating certain ways. So what we decided to do was start making food that's like transitional food. So food that reminds you of the food you used to eat, but doesn't have milk or meat in it. Any dairy meat in it.
So tell us about the menu. Tell us about the menu. And so were these dishes that y'all were already cooking at home, or did you get creative and come up with them?
What you say?
Oh, and Lord Jesus.
What you say?
Holy good Google mother.
Dear Philly Vegan, thank you. Y'all. What's the name of the place?
That's crazy.
I need to find the name of this place. Philly Vegan.
Jesus.
We just found it for the first time ever. Trying it for the first time ever.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, you smiling, Mama C. What is it? What is it? Tell us.
Go ahead, Mama C.
Well, we are alchemists.
Okay.
So, the menu is comprised of mostly new things that we experimented with, and it just happened to become a hit. The Philly cheesesteak sliders. We used to make them all the time. For dinner, at home, or whatever. But everything else on the menu, we kind of just was like, let's go for it. And people love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
That is awesome that you took, what y'all were kind of doing at home, and you created a business out of it, a successful business.
Yeah.
And
Like last year, this time we were planning a vendor at one of the biggest Kwanzaa events in our city. So we come from nonprofits. All three of us have been in nonprofits, and through our nonprofits, we actually got to build with the Richmond Kwanzaa Collective. So we've been building with them for years, and last year they selected us to be one of the vendors there. Last year, we were preparing to be vendors at the Richmond Kwanzaa Collective. A year later, we have enough capital to go ahead and have our own business, which we get the keys to on Friday. I mean, building, which we get the keys to on Friday.
that is amazing, y'all. That really is.
So congratulations on that too.
Yeah. And so, I mean, tell us though, throughout the journey, was there any hardships, any challenges? Of course there was.
No, we have been met with every obstacle that you could imagine, and we just look at them as opportunities.
Oh yeah.
That's a great way to look at it.
Yeah, because like we realized that if you want to do things that you've never done, you're going to find yourself in uncomfortable spaces because you've never been in this space.
Right.
That's just giving you the opportunity to learn and to grow. So yeah, we've met all kind of obstacles. Like, like a lot of people know with our last situation, that didn't end the best way that it possibly could. But in a way it did. Right. It was really unfortunate that it couldn't have been a just more peaceful exit for us from our old spot that we had. But again, all that did was propel us to show that we are going to continue to spread this love and show brothers and sisters working together and how we can build businesses for our families and work together and also include that in the community. And that is one of the biggest reasons we've been so successful, is because we're community driven.
Right. How do y'all feel about the new location opening? You ready? Yeah, you ready.
Go ahead.
It's our own vibe, our own space.
Yes.
We don't have to share with anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
We can decorate it however we want. We're just really excited. Really.
And when will that be?
When would that be?
The first quarter of this year. We don't have a definite date because of the fact that we picked a place that we could actually do the renovations to.
Right.
So we could make it our own. So we looked at several, restaurant and kitchen spaces that were already pretty much built, but we wanted to have some opportunity to be able to make it the way that we want it to be.
Right.
So, it's going to take a little bit of time. Our aim is February, sometime in February, but the latest beginning of March.
Gotcha. Well, that's really exciting, and we will be coming.
We will be
for sure.
We look forward to it.
We're gonna hook y'all up.
Yeah. Right.
As soon
and
as
y'all have the support of the community too.
We do.
We heard of y'all through word of mouth.
Word of mouth, exactly.
Yeah, and we're not vegan, so let's just put that out there. But people were coming to our friends are coming to us and like, I know y'all not vegans, but y'all got to check this out. Y'all got to check this out. So
and like 50, at least probably like 50% or more of our customers are not vegan.
Yeah.
They just tasted our food and they were like, yo, this is amazing. I cannot believe you don't put meat in anything you do or dairy. And we're like, we put lots of love in there. Like that's not a secret.
So when I have all the guests fill out like a little questionnaire ahead of time, and y'all said something that really, I like ran up the stairs like, Aaron, this resonated with me.
Right.
You meditate over the food and basically like say a prayer for those that are going to eat it, so that they can be the best version of themselves from the love from the food. And I was just like, man, if that don't make you want to eat somebody's food, I don't know what does.
Right, exactly.
Like tell me about that concept that y'all came up with.
What's different about the way that we make our food is not only is it vegan, but we actually go through a meditation process. Mm-hmm. So we actually sit down and meditate over the food, sending love and with the intent that it'll help you to be the like. Queen and I actually met at a meditation. So she's a member of Rise Up, and I'm a member of a group called Our Unified Revolution, does a lot of work in the city and Our Purpose, like nonprofits. So our organizations, along with another one called Drums No Guns, about 3 or 4 years ago, we decided that we wanted to get brothers and sisters together and meditate on the hill. Right. And from there, it just started growing and growing. So meditation is something that we incorporate in our daily activities. And we were like, yo, we already meditate over our food, and we know how the science of molecules like liquid and water holds information. So if you literally focus on your food and send the love from your heart to that, it actually changes the molecular structure of your food, which most people don't even know. So we were like, okay, we already do that. What if we, because this is our goal. Our goal is to create an experience for all of our customers that when you come, it's the best experience that you get. But what if we decided to just send love to our food, so when people ate it, it changed their DNA without them even knowing it.
Ooh,
Right.
I love
The way
that.
that makes them vibrate the way that the planet is going. Because we in a time where you can see it, it's elevating. So
Right.
what if we as alchemists, knowing that what we can do can change everybody, what if we sent the love in our heart to our food, and we started doing that and we never stopped? And we were like, this is just going to be it. So when people eat it, they eat our love. And lots of times they taste it like, I don't know why I love your food so much, but I just love it.
Well, look, it's working.
It's
So
working. It's working. So
during the pandemic,
The pay it's called Pay What You Can, and we started it in March. Just because of everything that was going on.
Philly Vegan here. We're a small business that is family owned, and we would like to show our support to our customers and community with the hard times that's going on right now with the virus. So this Saturday, March 28th, we are doing a Pay What You Can. So if you cannot afford your food, then you will get it for free. However, if you can afford your food, pay what you can, or you can pay more. It's up to you. Once again, that is this Saturday, March 20th. Peace, Philly Vegan here. We would like to thank everyone for their support during these difficult times. The last time we did a Pay What You Can, we got a tremendous amount of support from the community, and we would like to do that again. So this Saturday, April 25th, we are doing another Pay What You Can.
We'll be open from 12 noon.
People were hit really hard with not being able to I guess like afford food. So we had to pretty much switch to a primarily takeout because dine-in wasn't allowed anymore.
right.
And we just wanted to do something to give back to the community, to
Right.
help people out. And we have ever since then, from March to August, we have helped countless families. We can't even count how many families we've helped just by them being able to pay what they can, or
Right.
not even pay
that is a
anything.
beautiful idea.
Mhm.
Man,
Yeah.
like you said, out of love, man.
Yeah, y'all are definitely more. Y'all are more than a restaurant. Like I see that.
Yeah, that's what we want to be. Like, it's like the restaurant is just an avenue for us to spread this love across the country.
Right.
So as we begin to look towards opening up other restaurants, that's going to be a requirement. Like if we franchise, you're going to have to do a Pay What You Can once a month.
Oh
Right.
wow.
To be able to be involved in your community. We realize that if we don't all come together and unify in some form, shape, or fashion, then it's not going to work.
Right.
So, like, our customers aren't our customers. We look at them as family because they are. They pay our bills.
I know that's right.
Way more. We all get to come together. Hi.
Oh hi.
Collaborate. To spend more time, so to make sure the children get to spend more time together. So that's my favorite thing, is like that, and really also like the whole experience, like the process. You know what I'm saying? Lots of times people are set a goal and they be so focused on the goal they don't get
They forget the journey.
The process. The journey and the process is what really feeds you. So the fact that I get to enjoy the process with other beautiful beings that have a goal of creating something that people say is impossible, and watching it turn into what it is. Oh, you said hi to the baby?
Yes, she said hi to the baby. She said hi to you.
You're always talking to people. Baby.
Well, look, I can see that she's happy to be with her dad. So I love that she was your driving force. That your kids were your driving force.
They are.
Yeah.